I'm Jimmy Rance. I felt like making another video because something's on my mind. Before I start talking about what I want to talk about, I want to first say this. Whenever I make a video, whether it be a short video or a long form video, if it's a serious, heartfelt type video that I make, especially when it concerns the death of my wife or watching my mother literally die in front of me, when you come back at me with a comment that's comical or you're being a jokester or just disrespectful, don't get angry at me if I just give you the royal boot, okay? Can you have just a little bit of decency, have a little bit of morals, and a little bit of compassion? Because when we talk about losing somebody that we love, that's not the time to joke, okay? You got it? Thank you. Now, I want to talk about something that's just kind of on my mind. And this is about relationships. I want to talk about relationships because I can see where this could be a problem. It could be a problem, what I want to talk about, and this is long distance relationships I'm talking about. And let me tell you something, when you meet somebody online and you start talking back and forth, telephones, text message, email, Instagram, face-to-face, you know, those where you can talk to each other and I can see you, you can see me. And over a period of time, you can truly develop. I'm talking about a very, very close relationship with somebody. You can fall in love with somebody. I promise you, you can. I know. Why? Because I have experience with that. I've been married twice because of the internet, having the opportunity to be able to meet someone online. But then there becomes a problem. There can be a problem. And that's what I want to talk about. Who moves? You know, not all of us have like an unlimited bank account where we could just go hop on a plane. Oh, here, let me go fly across the country so I can spend the weekend with you and then fly back home. Nah, that's not practical. So what do you do? What do you do? And there's some you have to consider. There's age factors. You know, whenever you get up into your 70s, especially, you're not so spry anymore. You can't just, bebop all over the place like you could when you were 40. It's really hard to do. Some people have disabilities. Even I have a disability. I have an inner ear disorder. I haven't really talked about it. But my doctor, my ENT doctor, told me a long time ago, Jim, I do not want you to fly anymore because of the pressures that you have to go through when you're on a plane. Could damage your ears, could possibly make you go deaf. So guess what? This kid ain't getting on a jet anymore. I don't want to lose my hearing to go fly across country just to hug your neck and give you a little hug and a peck and a kiss or whatever that saying is. I forgot that. That is a little saying. A hug and a peck and a something. I forgot. But anyway, then you got to deal with this issue too. Like, for example, I've lived in my house here in Colorado Springs, for 19 years. My house is paid off. I have everything that I need in this house to be totally comfort. I do want to do a total makeover. I want to buy some new furniture and new wall art. I want to buy plants. And man, I wish I had somebody really to help me plan all this. I want to replace carpet. I would love for somebody to help me pick out the kind of carpet. I want to do some landscaping, which I'm probably going to have to hire, I think, because I'm just at the age where it's too hard, where I could plan something, have something really nice. I don't know if I want to spend the rest of my life being alone. Now, I know a lot of you people love to be alone and think that's the greatest thing on earth. But when you're in your 70s, I don't know, man. I don't know. Wouldn't it be kind of nice to have somebody close by? I mean, where I could look out for them and they could look out for me. I'm not talking about in a nurse capacity. I'm talking about just in a relationship, being together because you want to be. And if there's a problem, you can help each other with problems. To have a good relationship, you have to be, you can't be selfish. I promise you that. And then you got the issue of, well, I own a house too, Jim. I've owned my house forever and I've got a nice house. I know that I'm 1,500 miles away from you across the country, but what do? I don't want to sell my house, Jim. Well, honey, I don't really want to sell my house either because, I mean, my house is paid for. I've lived here a long time and it's really nice. I'm acclimated. I've got all of my banks, not all of my bank, but my bank and my doctors, my hospital, food deliveries, restaurants, farmer, everything. I know where everything is. But Jim, I'm in the same position. What are we going to do? Because, I got my house and I know the area and I've got my doctors and my bank. What are we going to do, Jim? What do you do? What do you do? That's really something to think about. And I really wish you people would get in the comments and talk to me about, look, when you make a comment, let me just say this. When you make a comment on anybody's channel, like if you make a comment on my channel, I don't get a penny for that. Oh, you just want somebody to talk to you where you can make money. No, you get no money. You get no money from a comment. A lot of people think you do, but you don't, okay? But in order for this to work, we've got to have communication back and forth. We can't video each other like this, so you have to write me a comment and I can respond. And maybe some of you guys can comment to each other. It's okay. That's what this platform is about, communication, like what I said in my last video. It's about fellowship. It's about talking. It's about relationships, building friends, building a community. I would love to do that. Sometimes I want to get on here and act like a fool and act crazy. Why? Because I like to do that when I'm in the mood. And there's other times when I'm kind of serious. And there's times whenever I want to rant. And there's times when I want to just tell a story. Well, today I want to talk about long distance relationships. How do you make it work? Who moves, who stays? And please don't say, well, we'll just meet in the middle. No. We all can't just sell out, find a new place. It's too hard. That may work for some of you, but for me, I don't think that would work. I wouldn't want to do that. Now, not to sound totally selfish, would I want to move? Whew. I don't know. I am right in the middle of the country. It's a wonderful place to launch off. It's a good home base. You want to go back east, you can. You want to go to the west, you can, because you're right in the middle of the country. That's kind of awesome. Now, if I lived in New York City, and my kids, which live in San Diego, that's a long way to go, man, for an old man like me. But being right here in the center of the country, for those of you who do not have ear disabilities like I do, you can get on a plane and you're 2 hours from anywhere you want to go. Maybe 3 at the most. If you're in Southern California and want to fly to Maine, I don't know how long of a flight that is. 3 hours or something? And you're there. So what do you do? Would we just talk back and forth and have a love relationship online? I get on here like I am right now talking to you and you can see me and hear me, but we'll have it arranged where now I can look at you and you can talk to me. Is that it? Is that the extent of the relationship? Just talk and look at each other? Viral hugs are not that fun. Here you go, baby. I love you. Here, let me give you a hug, baby. Oh, does that feel good to you? Yeah. No. When I give you a hug, I want to hug you, man. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this. What do you do? How do you work this out? When you got one guy who's got some medical issues, and you probably have medical issues too, what the heck do we do? I don't know. I think it's worth talking about. It's okay to talk. It's okay to talk. And hey, we may say something and we may be totally wrong. I say, well, I could give you an answer, Jim, to your problem, but I admit I may be wrong. That's okay too. Thank you for listening. What are we going to do? How are we going to get together? What if we fall in love with each other and we want to be together? How do we make it happen? Who gives? I don't know. Let's talk about it, guys. It's really something to think about because it happens every day online. Every day people fall in love every day. Okay, I'm Jimmy Rance.